person in the gray suit, who is he? All right, so you're the U.S. executive with which part of the United States? All right, so do you have documentation? You were outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no? Nope. Were you outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no?
Yeah.
You took it upon yourself to tamper with the jury. You are not allowed in this courthouse anymore. Do you understand? No. Do you understand? So do not come.
This fake lawyer just got caught trying to trick the court. He was bold enough to mess with the jury, while the defendant he's tied to is facing huge charges, kidnapping connected to a larger criminal group. If that wasn't shady enough, this wannabe attorney even threatened to sue the DA's office, like he had any real power. Judge Boyd was clearly not having it, and you could see him getting angrier every time this guy spoke. Honestly, it felt like the whole legal system was being attacked from the inside. But the big question is, what's his real connection to the defendant? Family? Business partner? Or something darker? Drop your guesses in the comments, and let's watch how this plays out.
Attorney has with the defendant. I mean, it might be family, a business partner, maybe something darker. So let me know your guesses in the comments, but let's dive in and watch here.
All right, so are there any people in the audience who are here as support for someone? All right, so here's the rule, and I want you all to listen to me very carefully. If you try to communicate with an inmate in the box, you will be told to leave this courtroom. You will not be welcomed back. Does everyone understand? Whether you're a witness or not, you will not be giving testimony in this court if you do that, because that interferes with the security of this courtroom. Does everybody understand? So anybody who's on this side who is not a defendant, I need you to move to this side, and the defendants on this side move to the left side, but nobody sit on the first row. Thank you.
Well,
that rubber band exploded. Oh, no, that's fine. All right, Joshua Patillo.
My wife and I work many different hours, and to get him a job, to get him to and far for us, you know, without him driving, or if he has circles, can't work at night or certain times throughout the day.
Hasn't affected any of those prospects.
Not at this time.
And before he was arrested in November of 23, was he employed?
He had to be arrested.
So the conditions haven't had any effect on previous employment.
It hasn't at this time, except for requesting to attend the interview.
All right. The person in the red jacket, can you come forward, please?
she says she doesn't understand English.
All right, if she's underage, she should be in school. And my understanding is, for those who have children, are there any districts that are not currently in school? Nobody has children? Judson is back. All right, so she needs to be removed from the courtroom. I don't have underage people in the courtroom. All right, and the purple person in the gray suit, who is he?
He's the U.S. executive of the United States.
All right, so you're the U.S. executive with which part of the United States? I mean. All right, so do you have documentation? All right, thank you so much. You're excused. Thank you. Right. Have a great day. All right, so my understanding is that you were outside speaking with members of the jury. Is that correct? That's either yes or no. No. All right, so my understanding is that you were outside speaking with members of the jury. Is that correct? That's either yes or no. No. You were outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no? Nope. Were you outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no?
It's getting me nervous. Yeah, it's a difference between getting arrested.
This is what's going to end up. All right. And what division? All right. Do you have documentation for that? Oh, what is your name? Spell that. First name? Last name? Yes. Spell it. And where's your documentation that show you work for the federal government? All right. So you are not allowed to be in this courthouse anymore. You do not have any business here. If you are not a witness, you are not allowed in this courtroom. Do you understand? And you're not allowed in this courthouse. You know that you are not supposed to be speaking with the jurors in the hallway. You were. Those jurors were not asking you any questions. You took it upon yourself to tamper with the jury that is coming up here for jury selection. You are not allowed in this courthouse anymore. Do you understand? No. Do you understand? So do not come back into the courthouse. That means this courthouse. That means the courthouse next door that is the historical courthouse. Do you understand? All right. All right. If you can see that he's escorted off the premises. Oh, God bless you too. This is what's going to end up. All right. And what division? All right. Do you have documentation for that? Oh, what is your name? Spell that. First name? Last name? Yes. Spell it. And where's your documentation that show you work for the federal government?
You only need to look in this guy's eyes for 2 seconds to know he's lying. He's calling himself some executive of the United States, which is basically courtroom nonsense. My guess, he's connected to this kidnapping ring and tried to rig the jury to help his relative. That's not just shady, it's a crime. Jury tampering is one of the worst things you can do in court because it destroys the idea of a fair trial. It's a felony that can get you 5 to 20 years in prison, and here it's tied to violent crime, which makes it even worse. If I were Judge Boyd, I wouldn't just kick him out, I'd have him cuffed on the spot. The fact he thought he could walk in, pretend to be a lawyer, and push around the DA's office is insane. Funny at first, but also really dangerous. Cases like this show why protecting jury fairness is so important. Without it, trials fall apart.
To be in this courthouse anymore. You do not have any business here. If you are not a witness, you are not allowed in this courtroom. Do you understand? And you're not allowed in this courthouse. You know that you are not supposed to be speaking with the jurors in the hallway. You were. Those jurors were not asking you any questions. You took it upon yourself to tamper with the jury that is coming up here for jury selection. You are not allowed in this courthouse anymore. Do you understand? No. Do you understand? So do not come back into the courthouse. That means this courthouse. That means the courthouse next door that is the historical courthouse. Do you understand? All right. All right. If you can see that he's escorted off the premises. Oh, God bless you too. But personally, I don't feel comfortable with using this jury as the jury pool because I don't know what was said. My understanding is that he is involved in a case here, not as a witness, not as a party whatsoever, but just as maybe a friend of a friend of a friend of a cousin. All right. All right, Ms. Compton?
Yes.
All right, and the other issue, you were not present, but you were number one for jury trial. However, the person who was here in the gray suit who said that he was with the US government, he was,
Mr. Man.
yeah, he was speaking to the jurors in the hallway. So I don't feel comfortable with using the jury panel that we have.
And Judge, I'm not quite sure how to handle him. I did talk to Daniel about him, and I did make a call before the holidays to the jail. He has been filing all sorts of stuff in this case. I don't know what his relationship is with his family. I don't talk to them. I've never spoken to him. He has communicated with me threats that he's going to sue me in federal court and all kinds of stuff like that. But the thing that troubles me the most, and I called the jail to let them know, is that he evidently had an attorney visit on the video visit, not a recorded visit, an attorney visit with this guy,
Okay.
with my client. Now, I tried to find out if they had a record of that or how it happened. My client doesn't know.
Well, what I've done is I've asked that he not be allowed back in the courthouse. And the deputy took a photo of him. So somebody can let the sheriff know that he's not to have attorney visits if he's not his attorney.
If anything, he's also right now a person who is on bond for an aggravated assault. So somebody might want to talk to pretrial services or his bond.
So somebody may want to talk to his pretrial services officer. And honestly, the name that he gave me, I don't even believe that's his real name because he seemed to be stumbling over what his name was. But the deputies did take a photo of him. So I'm sure that's going to be placed at the courthouses and they can place it at the jail as well.
I'm on the Bear County website pretty easy with the name he's been filing things under.
Okay.
And he's filed stuff.
And what name did he give?
It's a.
Is it Henry?
Henry.
Okay.
Whatever that name is, that's his name.
All right. So before you leave here today,
This case is wild. The craziest part. This guy is actually going to be sentenced later this month. My guess is his either family or someone really close to the defendant, close enough to risk everything just to mess with a kidnapping case. The way he pretended to be a lawyer and then threatened the DA's office was almost cartoonish, but at the same time really dangerous. Judge Boyd definitely won't forget any of this, and I'm sure it's going to show in the sentencing. But here's the scary thought. If someone is bold enough to fake being a lawyer in a case this serious, how often does smaller stuff like this slip by unnoticed? Pretty unsettling when you think about it. So let me know in the comments who you think this guy really is and whether he's tied to the kidnapping charges. Thanks for watching, and take care.